have this really cool partnership with BikeBus. It's more of an added value for our customers. It's a kind of a new way to get healthy in the new year. It's a spin class on wheels, and it's going to be touring the Hingham Shipyard. It's actually something that has been going on at a lot of our other locations up more closer to Boston, where BikeBus is from. And so we saw it and we thought it could be really nice down here on the South Shore, especially with the more scenic route that we can offer to our customers.
We created an Eventbrite page, and all you have to do is go on, type in your name, put in the payment process, and hit submit, and you got confirmation that you're part of the class.
So originally we wanted to be able to allow people to exercise while they commute. Because everybody complains about sometimes they've got a 45-minute to an hour commute just sitting in their car, and sitting is actually really bad for you. So we designed this after getting inspiration from relatives in California who had similar experiences with just sitting all the time. Being sedentary is obviously very bad for all of us as Americans in general. So we designed the bus to allow people to exercise while they're commuting. But what's actually happened is that people have discovered this and turned it into a charter operation as well. So we actually have two different aspects to our business, the commuting aspect as well as the sort of charter/tour business. So people can actually take a tour of the local area while they're also getting a workout in at the same time.
Our major focus is corporate wellness, but on the weekends we actually work with Whole Foods or North Face or True Runner. We've worked with MasterCard Priceless for events in downtown Boston, but we work with Whole Foods particularly because we love the idea of the spin class and then the shopping, especially on a Saturday morning when people can spin and then shop for brunch items. It's just a perfect combination. We plan ahead. We get all the towels ready. We get all the gel pad attachments ready because we like to make BikeBus really comfortable for beginners too. So we have gel padded seat attachments. We actually get water bottles ready, cool it, make sure it's at the right temperature for everybody. And then we get the harnesses as well, and we try to, make it all very nice and comfortable, clean the bikes between rides, always clean the bikes. Nobody has to lift a finger. We do everything. It's a very customized, small experience. They're small group training. There are only 8 people at a time. We call out everybody by their first names when the class starts. We make sure to really, really personalize it. I like to charge myself up before the class actually starts, and I know that people are going to be happy and excited to come and enjoy their experience, but I like to take them one level higher. So that's my goal, and I kind of have to get in that Zen moment to make it happen and really bring my energy to the table.
So in order to get started, we need some energy from the crowd. All right? That's how it works on the BikeBus. Are you guys awake yet? It's Saturday morning, I know.
Open up the champagne.
Oh yeah! Chris has got the energy already. All right, are we ready?
All right.
Okay, I don't hear you. Are we ready? Oh, you got more than that. Come on. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Little better. One last time. Are we ready? Yeah. Okay, Eric. I think they're charging up this bus with their energy.
Yes, so at 11 o'clock, we're going to start checking people in. And then between 11 and 11:15, we actually suit people up and adjust them to their bikes. And by suiting people up, what I'm talking about is we have a patent-pending safety harness system on board the bus, and that restrains people by putting on a harness across their chest. Since they're holding on with their arms and their legs, those are pretty stable. We still need to make sure that if we have to put on the brakes unexpectedly, that they're not going to go tumbling through the bus. So we size everybody to the harnesses, and then we also fit everybody to their bikes so they get the most efficient as well as safe workout.
It's a harness system, and it clips on in the back, and it keeps you safe at all times. The Department of Transportation, Department of Public Utilities, actually, very progressive team that allowed this to happen. We went to a structural engineer and got it designed to fit very comfortably so everybody can exercise as they are moving in a vehicle. And we made it happen, and the Department of Transportation glowingly approved it.
While it's interesting to be in a bus and exercising and rolling around at the same time, what we really try to do is to find different things for people to look at. What we find is that when people actually even go through their own neighborhoods on the bus while taking this tour, they actually see things for the first time that they drive by every day and never noticed before, just because they're doing it in a different way. And just sort of a heightened sense of awareness of where they are. I think that's probably the most fun is the looks that people get from people that are walking around on the street. Some of the jaw-dropping expressions that we get from the pedestrians are actually pretty funny. So the instructor leads the class. It's not unlike a regular class that you take at a gym or a cycling studio. There are some things that other studios do in a sort of fixed environment that we don't encourage on the bus, just because we want to make sure that it's a safe ride as well as a stable ride. But the instructor is going to be timing the workout to the music, and then also we'll be pointing out some of the more notable landmarks as we go through to sort of emphasize the tour aspect of it.
Here we go, Shipyard, here we come! We gotta get some bikes on the commuter road ferry that leaves from here to Rose Wharf. Yeah? Get it on ferry boats and Amtraks and commuter rails. Get an exercise car going, right? Look at those ships all packed up for the winter. They'll be open soon. Woo! Oh yeah. Are you guys ready to climb again? Did I give you enough recovery? The baby feet. Right up here. Here's the baby feet. Take it all in, guys. So glad to have CD on board today. That is beautiful. You can actually get real views now on your stationary bike. Keep it going. Yeah. How was that sprint? Nice. Are we ready to clap our hands?
The instructor, she really kind of brought it out in us, and then the fact that, like, I know in some spin classes or some group exercise classes, you're not necessarily cheering each other on. It was very much cheer each other on, high five. It's very much an intimate experience with the other people, bikers or cyclists. It's not just walking into a gym, going into a class, and leaving. It's, you know, it's a real experience with people, and you connected to them.
This allows you to sort of interact with not only the community in terms of the physical objects that are out there, but you also might make some new friends while you're on the bus, because you're going to be sharing an experience that you can't share anywhere else in the United States and pretty much in the world.
I don't know if we're gonna pass. Oh, the rotary's fun on the stationary bike. Oh yeah. Who's feeling good? Let's crank it up to 6 to 8, whatever you feel like, and climb this hill. That timed out well. Thanks, Eric.
mindfulness trainer, and that is how I got excited even about the BikeBus concept. So mindfulness is a very important skill that everybody's now learning about. I think it's becoming really popular. It was on the cover of magazines, it's everywhere. So being in the present moment is really, really important, and focusing on your breath and focusing on the scenery outside, focusing on the pedal stroke, focusing on the resistance of that pedal stroke, because in regular gyms, when you're focusing on a monitor and that monitor says 2 out of 10 or whatever console you're looking at, that number 2 is different for everybody. So if an instructor says 2, it doesn't mean the same thing for a beginner versus an advanced person. So what we do is base it all on the feeling of that pedal stroke and the feeling of your body, and making sure you don't hurt yourself. So that's another aspect of our teaching. We really focus on safety and form, and that's why we make sure to fit everybody on their bikes, get that personalized attention too.
Oh yeah, well mindfulness is breathing or being in the moment. And so how she incorporated it is to get us to be in our breath and to focus on our breath, as opposed to focusing on, oh, I have to do laundry, or I got into a fight with my boyfriend, I got into a fight with my kid. Being mindful is being in the moment, in the present. If you're feeling some sort of negativity or some sort of uncomfortableness, what you can, instead of focusing on that pain, or focusing on that uncomfortableness, you focus on your breath, and that uncomfortableness leaves, as opposed to focusing on the negativity that's gonna like overwhelm what you're doing, and then 15 minutes later you're like, oh wait a minute, what happened? I've been somewhere else. And that's what mindfulness is being in the moment. And what she did was brought us in the moment by having us all focus on our breath, or all focus on the water, or all focus on something, so getting us back to that moment on the bike and right there.
Giggle more this week too, okay? You're gonna breathe in and out all week, be in the present moment, and you're gonna giggle more. Make those jokes, okay? And laugh it off. Watch a lot of comedies, you're gonna feel healthier automatically. Turn off the news for a little bit and watch a comedy.
We look to partner with organizations that offer those different, unique and things that you could go, 1, mobile, and then 2, that you wouldn't normally find at a regular grocery store. So when you find the certain partner that you want to work with, you try and make those events happen routinely, and then also for the customers.
Well, the Whole Foods brand is one that encourages health. They're always looking into different types of experiences, as well as foods for people to experience, and this just sort of fits in. It gets Hingham residents sort of more exposed to the neighborhood that they live in.
Our swag goodie bag, it actually has a lot of curated products that we selected that are kind of really in line with the event, which is about health and wellness. We have some great products from Honest, which is like a wipe, which will, for cleansing. We have some Noon hydration tabs, which will be they can put in water. And then we also have some of our collateral that's in there, some upcoming events that we have, and then also just some health and wellness bars, and a lot of stuff from our whole body department. We offer a variety of different things, from cheese classes to wine tastings. We work with a lot of local wine shops to bring them in here and do that. And just like the BikeBus, we're also planning on giving grills, or working with the Derby Street shops. We do a lot with them to add more value to their events as well. So if you just kind of look at our calendar or on WholeFoodsMarket.com at the Hingham location, you'll find all of our events located there.
Good. Awesome. All right, so stay where you are. We're gonna take a quick picture. All right, let's breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Lower those shoulders when you exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And if you exhale through your nose, inhale through your nose, exhale through your nose. It feels really good. Awesome.
Everything was okay, volume. I wasn't too loud and annoying. Okay, count of 3. Big smile. 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. All right, now a video. You're gonna walk through. Yeah. Oh, too much stuff going on. Okay, guys. We're gonna get a video now. Ready? You can cheer. You can do whatever you want. You can do towels. Whatever you want. Ready? 1, 2, 3. How was it? Woo! Awesome. Thank you, guys. You're part of the...
It was a lot of fun. It was informative. It was nice to, I'm used to being on a stationary bike inside a room. It was nice to be outside, looking at the scenery, really taking in the experience, and you're not really focused too much on what you're doing. You're just enjoying what's going on around you. It was a lot of fun. It was a great class. I got a great workout, and I would do it again, definitely.
It's a happy, fun workout, and that is what we're striving to do every single time. It's not a boring exercise whatsoever, and it's just very, very energetic and adrenaline pumping. And I think it definitely depends on who the instructor is, and we're trying to develop a long-term model where every instructor will bring that adrenaline pumping, high energy, fun workout to the table.
I'm definitely one of those people that I enjoy working out, so I feel satisfied. I feel like I worked up a nice sweat. I feel like I burned calories, and I feel like I can just move on with my day. So, and I like the fact that I get to see Hingham. I usually drive around Hingham, but I don't really get to see Hingham.